Okay guys, what's up? This is the second part of my story about India, how it affected and changed me. Right there behind me I have Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. And the rest of this video will be with the background video of the footage I made in India. This was all on my Samsung Galaxy S7 cell phone. And everything I'm telling you is true. I might not cover everything, but this is the essence of it all. And I have zero shame in telling my story. It is my story. Like every one of you has a story to tell. Every one of you has a story to tell. We're all special. We're all unique. And nobody is better than anybody else or more important than anybody else in life. Love for one, love for all. I am one with all of you. You are all one with me. And India. I mean, wow. Words cannot express it, but I'm going to tell you my story. And it is up to you if you see what I'm saying is what it is, or if you want to doubt. That's your free will. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm not bullshit. I almost said that one. I'm not talking any nonsense, any garbage. I'm just telling you my story. This is my story, and a lot of you have similar stories to this one. How India affected you, or Jerusalem, or Mecca, or whichever place around the world, or Machu Picchu. No place is better than any other place. Just for me, India is my place, where I found myself and where I am now. Hopefully when you see this video, I am here now. Hopefully I am here now or on my way, because this video, I am making it in January 2021, but this is coming out in October, maximum November 2021. When I am already gone from Colombia. I have already left, and Colombia gave me a lot of good stuff. It's giving me a lot of good stuff right now, but at the time you see it, this video, Colombia will have given me a lot of beautiful things, and I appreciate Colombia, as the Indians say, Colombia. Shubkamnae, aap kaise hain? Jai ho! Jai Bhubaneswar, Jai India, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mahadev, Jai Parvati, Jai Ganesha, Jai, all spiritual seekers of the truth, all seekers of the truth, Jai. So here's my story, guys. I am using this background video that I made on a previous video at the beginning of my YouTube vlogging experience last year in 2020. And this video, I don't know if I made it in June or in July, but I was just learning the ropes. Still am. Anyhow, India. I had already told you the first part of the story in the first video before this one. This is the second part. In case you are watching this for the first time, I recommend that you watch the first video about, it was probably last week or 2 weeks ago, according to this timeline, whenever this timeline happens in terms of when you actually see it. So I went to India to commit suicide. I wasn't going there originally for that. I was originally going on a dream I had of visiting India for almost 5 years, and each year I couldn't make it because I didn't have the money. I'm an English language teacher, but since I had been such a negative person for some years and everything, it just wasn't working. It wasn't coming my way. I was just attracting all the negative energy. Finally, I changed all my thinking and everything in late 2017 with the help of some person. And even though I put up a fight against that person, but then I saw the light and I started changing and being positive again and being happy-go-lucky. And I was able to start getting good work, more classes, teaching English, more classes at companies in Medellin and at people's private homes. That's me smiling. One of the few times you'll see my face in those videos I made in India. I was just not interested in showing my face. I was just interested in making videos and showing things And this is the other time, which is a longer time, when I was in Bhubaneswar, right there, because the tuk-tuk, that auto rickshaw ride, and this is in Bhubaneswar, one of the temples there that I was actually able to visit. And yes, some of my early experiences with video editing right there. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I was happy about going there. Finally had gotten the money to buy the airline tickets to go to India. I bought them in June or July 2018, round trip. I bought that, and then I applied in December for my electronic visa with the Indian embassy online, Indian government, I mean, and I got it. 60 days. It was hard because it took like 2 sessions, an hour and a half plus more, to fill out all the questions they ask and everything. This is the Airbnb where I stayed at in Puri. This is Holy Abode or something like that, run by Subrat. He's the owner of the place and all, and I really enjoyed it being there. That was the room I stayed in. Very nice, attached bathroom and all, and now it's even better from what I understand. So check it out on YouTube, on Airbnb. So yes, and I had told you guys in the first video that I had this big emotional, let's say, hurricane or typhoon or tsunami. And then, as I was so happy to be going there for the first few months until November, and then November everything went upside down on me, emotionally, psychologically speaking, and I just had it. And I know some of you have experienced something like this before in life, with something, with a partner, girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, whatever, a friend, a family, something that just made you just lose the will to live, the interest to live, the drive to live. And I just planned my suicide. And I was going to do it in Varanasi. I was just so out of it. I just didn't care anymore. I just didn't want to be here. It just hurt so much. The disillusionment, the letdowns, the heartbreak, everything. And so many other things. So I planned it. But everything in the story, not to make so long about the suicide, but suicide was there. Suicidal thoughts all the way through, planned out. Everything, and I was gonna do it in Varanasi at sometime after midnight or whatever, right there on the Ganga Ma River, and just when nobody was around, basically at that moment, and nobody could save my butt. And I was gonna leave a short video and send it to my brother on WhatsApp, just so the family wouldn't go crazy like I disappeared and nobody maybe had found the body. And I was just gonna drown myself, go out into the middle, swim out into the middle, and just, I don't know, drown. Since I had already almost drowned once, or drowned, but I was saved when I was a kid in South Carolina by one of my dad's friends when we went fishing. But my dad wasn't there that day fishing. It was with my mom and some of their friends, and we went fishing, and we were on the Saluda River there near Greenville, South Carolina, where I grew up as a kid. Greenville, South Carolina. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Up yonder, down yonder. Come on down. You're next on The Price is Right. And it was almost time for me to go, but the point is, it didn't happen. I didn't do it. Why? When I was in Qatar, I was still thinking suicidal thoughts, just, I'm going to die. I'm going to go. I'm going to arrive in Mumbai, fly from Mumbai to Bhubaneswar, get to go to Jagannath Puri. I want to do that much at least. Then catch a train to Varanasi, and then see Varanasi for 2 days, and then just out. I don't know if it was a day or 2 or 3, and then I was just going to do it. But I was in Qatar, and I was just waiting there, and I was just thinking about that. I was still depressed. I was still out of it. I was still depressed, like hopeless. Like I didn't care anymore about this life. I just wanted to end it all. I just didn't want to stay around anymore and live for what? I had nothing to live for. I was just out of it. I was just depressed. Just didn't care. So got on the plane with Qatar Airways, I flew from Miami to Qatar, and then Qatar we made the change of planes to go to Mumbai. And somewhere along the entering Indian airspace, I didn't notice it. I didn't realize it. I didn't feel it. I didn't think about it. The thoughts were gone. The melancholy, the depression, the wanting to die now and end this whole human existential experience, this whole human experience. I wanted to end it. And those thoughts were gone. They didn't cross my mind. They were nowhere to be found. I was like disconnected from them. They were gone because at some moment, I don't know when it was, I entered Indian airspace. There's something mystical about India. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want to. If you want to criticize me, that's your free will. You know who am I to tell you not to criticize me? I'm just saying criticizing is not a good thing. It's bad energy. But I'm not going to tell you don't criticize me. I'm just going to say leave me alone. Get out of my face. If you're doing it in my face. But if you're talking behind my back, do it as much as you want to. I don't care anymore. And that Indian airspace, that Bharat, that Mahabharat, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. It all left me. It dissipated. It disappeared. It went up in smoke. I arrived in Mumbai at the Shiva airport, the Shiva G, whatever, I forget the name of the airport, I always forget. And I was so entranced, so, oh wow, taken aback in such a positive way. I was like floating. I was happy to be there. I was home, and I had never been there before in my life. I was home. And I didn't even understand that at that moment. I couldn't even contemplate it. I was just gliding beautifully. Oh, it was like I was on Garuda, Vishnu's carrier. Oh, that bird-like being, eagle or whatever, Garuda, Jai Garuda. And I waited at the airport because I arrived there at 2:30 in the morning and got out at about 3:30 from getting my bags and going through immigration and all that. And I just waited inside. I said, it's too early, 3:30 in the morning. My check-in is not until 1 p.m. at my Airbnb and stay, which was about 7 blocks away from the Chor Bazaar. The Chor. Chor means thief. Shore. Chor or shore. Chor Bazaar. I was like, really? I had investigated something about that and I found out it was close by. So anyway, I waited until about 7 in the morning when the sun was up already. And I went out, took a tuk-tuk, had my first experience with an Indian tuk-tuk driver, auto rickshaw, whatever. And it was at the airport, they authorized. And I asked the person, whatever, and they said, oh, it's 100 rupees. And still when I got to the place, because I was so happy, I was talking to the guy and he spoke some English. And he took me to the metro station, and the Mumbai metro station, the Mumbai metro, not the Indian Railways thing, because there's a Mumbai metro, not like the Delhi one, because this one is just being built and they have one part already. And then the guy says, 200 rupees, friend, 200 rupees, help me, I'm poor or something. I'm like, oh man, but you said 100 rupees, come on, what are you talking about? And he's, oh friend, 200. And I didn't want to argue with this guy. So I gave him the 200, I was so happy. I said, yeah, go ahead man, later, have fun with your 200 rupees. And I went up into the thing, I bought a ticket, got in, I rode the Mumbai metro, and I remember I did a video, but I lost it, but because my Samsung Galaxy S7 got messed up really big time, and I was broke when I came back to Colombia, because I messed it up here, and I was broke at that time. Yes, I was broke. I'm still broke. Not bald and broke, not bald and bankrupt, not bald and broke, just happy-go-lucky and broke, but I'm so rich in so many ways, and I'm going to start making money again, because work starts to kick into gear in 1 or 2 weeks from now. But right now it's January 10th. But when you see this video, it's October, November 2021, 9 months later. Doesn't matter. It's my story I'm telling you. So let me do this before I run out of time. So anyway, guys, yeah. India changed me, affected me in so many ways. I forgot about my suicide plan and everything. My master plan of taking my life by drowning on the Ganga River in Varanasi, the city of the dead, the city of Shiva, where you reach moksha if you die there, even by suicide, I think. I don't know if suicide counts, but I didn't give a crap anyway. I didn't give a crap. And Mumbai was awesome. It was magical. Mumbai, and I didn't like cities. I'm still not a big fan of cities, but in India, the cities and their chaos are beautiful. They're magical. They're not the chaos of these Western cities. They're so magical, at least to me and a few of us that have felt it. So anyway, I saw the gateway of India. I traveled on the Indian Railroad, Indian Railways train, going at like 20 kilometers per hour. It was so slow, and I was so happy. Such beautiful people I met. I went there, saw the Taj Mahal Royal Palace Hotel, took pictures, made a video too that you can see here on Sweet Wanderings with Edwin Toro. Just look for them, they're here. If you want to see those videos with the original audio, there are plenty of them about Balyani in the Himalayas in Himachal Pradesh, Gargi, Rishikesh, in Uttarakhand, Varanasi, Puri, Bhubaneswar, Mumbai, Delhi. Well, Delhi, I have made so few videos, that's not even funny, like 2 or 3, and that was it. Varanasi was magical, Rishikesh was magical, Jagannath Puri was magical, Bhubaneswar was magical, Bodh Gaya, and the village I was in, Gangabiga village, where the Senamura guest house is, and we went to the Barabar caves, where Lord Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama meditated after enlightenment. I was at the Mahabodhi temple. The energy, the Shakti, the Shanti was crazy, cool. The beautiful people I met, this Pujari, this Brahmin Pujari at a Shiva Linga temple there in Bhubaneswar. I wasn't planning to go it because I didn't even know that place. I didn't even know about it. These kids, I met these kids, these guys were like 18 to 24 years old. They took me on their motorbikes one-on-one, and the other guys on the other one. And they were going to take me to one temple I was going to go to, but they took me to another one, Tota Gopinath temple, awesome temple. I went to this one. I had the darshan in the morning. I used to be a Hare Krishna. I did Bhakti Yogi for almost 5 years. I had a guru. I took initiation with a guru who is a disciple of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila A.C. Abhay Charan A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He was the one that brought the whole Hare Krishna movement to the West in 1965 and made it popular. By 1970, he had so many followers in the United States and Canada and Europe, and he got as far as Venezuela. Didn't make it for the rest of South America. And I took initiation with a guru, and second one, I was a Brahmin, a Western Brahmin. I was a Pujari as well in 2 of the temples in Medellin, Colombia. I used to wear the whole dhoti and everything, upavita. I used to do the Gayatri mantra 3 times a day, 6 a.m., 12, and 6 p.m. I used to do Ekadashi. I used to read the Bhagavad Gita every day, basically, Srimad Bhagavatam almost every morning. Looky here, Puri, beautiful place. Those are the poor people in Puri begging for alms, begging for food. They just wait there for you to give them something, food, grains, or money, whatever. I am here already. I'm already there in India. I'm already here, and I'm staying here. I'm going to live here. I'm going to go in and out every 6 months that I have to leave India. I'm going to get the 10-year tourist visa, multiple entry as an American, since I'm American, Colombian American. My mom and dad are Colombian, from Colombia, South America, and I was born and raised in the United States, and so was my brother. And I am going to India, and I'm going to stay there, not illegally, because I'm going to stay there for 6 months, then leave for 2 months, minimum 2 months. I have to be out 60 days. I'll go to Sri Lanka. I'll go to another time to Bangladesh, another time to Nepal, Thailand, Europe, Pakistan, etc., Japan, and go back, stay 6 months, and keep traveling around India and visiting so many beautiful places, and making many travel vlogs for you guys, showing you my experiences, my adventures, my goods and bads and uglies all over the place. And then if one day India will give me a permanent resident status visa, that would be fine. If a woman in India, from India, and I meet, and those are the consequences, and that we connect on so many levels and everything, that we can really have a life together, then so be it. And Jai to that as well. Shadi Shuda is married. Apse, Apke, whatever, something. I forgot. I'm still studying Hindi, so I love India. I love Bharat. I love you guys. So please, I hope you accept me when you see this video, and if you don't, you don't. Some of you will, some of you won't. But I love the land, I love the people, I love the food. I'm a vegetarian, not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian out of compassion for animals. I love them all. Give this video a like, guys. If you like this video, give it a like, especially for the story that I'm telling you, because it's your story. Many of you have lived through this, that you wanted to commit suicide, but something changed you along the way, or you did try to take your life, but somehow it didn't happen, and then you found redemption in life, and you found value and love, and you said this life is worth living, and no more taking anything personally. India is so mystical. You can find so many places to go there. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Share this with your friends. Leave comments. Share your stories with me, with everybody. I love you all. Jai. Anyway, I thought I would leave some images here, some photos. This is just a last minute thing, just of the before, the during India and after India. Some of these are after India, of course, and some are during India. You can tell the difference. That's Saraswati, one of my puppies. She's older now. When you see this, that's Cirilo, her brother. They're from the same litter. That's in Rio Negro, Antioquia in Colombia, the church. That's on Isla Fuerte in Colombia, Isla Fuerte. Those are the colors of the Colombian flag, yellow, blue, and red. Palm trees. That's Jorge Cuadrado, a champeta singer. And here I am, and he sings vallenatos too. That's a waterfall near Concepcion, Antioquia. So that's me when I was a kid, the one with the little red vest and white shirt. That's me, the taller one, my brother, the smaller one, our dad in the middle on the beach in the States. That's my mother in the middle, the lady with the long hair and the little Happy New Year thing. That's me with a Brahmin there, or not a Brahmin, but a person in Varanasi. Here are two guys, Bal and his friend in Rishikesh at Real Challenge Adventures. A guy from South Korea, he's a doctor, I met in Varanasi. Another person in Varanasi, I was sitting with a sadhu, a Naga sadhu, but the sadhu was to the other side. A family I met in Bhubaneswar, a beautiful family. Feeding a cow in Mumbai, my first day in Mumbai. I had just arrived, or my second day. Rishikesh, Puri, with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the background. Vishal, a young man that helped me out at the Delhi bus station because I didn't speak any Hindi. The children in Bodh Gaya, in a little village. Lord Buddha near Bodh Gaya. Subrat Nand and his family. There in Puri. A Brahmin that I met on the beach in Puri. He and I rescued the little dog. My grandma and her twin sister. My dad in the background. The lady that gave me a massage. Auntie, she gave me a massage at Braham Yoga. She's one of the ladies that does the Ayurvedic treatments there in Rishikesh. So yeah, this is the end. I just wanted to share these pictures with you. Have a beautiful life.